Hey guys, ThatOneGuyJames here, and welcome back to another episode of StoneVania. And in this episode, we are going to be working on a few things for before we start our base. We have a lot of prep that I need to get done before actually working on here, because I have a few projects, and a lot of my projects sadly involve redstone, which last I checked, I believe it's this one. I only have 53 deep slate and 15 regular ore, and for regular redstone, I only have this single redstone dust. All from my off-camera, like, adventures and stuff. So, I have to go to and find a witch farm, which I believe the nearest witch farm to me is actually a few thousand blocks away. I think over, yeah, I believe over there. Um, and I am not looking forward to it. I was a little bit hoping I wouldn't need redstone this early in the game, but you know, it's Minecraft and I build with redstone, I guess, so this is gonna be absolutely fun. But luckily, our good old pal Rob Boss decided to help us out and make a portal that leads to the Nether Roof. We finally have a Nether Roof going, so this actually makes it a whole lot easier to go and find, go ahead and find wherever I have to find. Oh yeah, the swamp. So I have the cords already. I already have the cords. I did the math. I think I know where I'm supposed to be going. So fingers crossed we can make it to a swamp. And made it we did. Kind of. So as you can see, I did make ourselves a nether portal to a swamp, but I forgot a flint and steel. But instead of going back and grabbing a flint and steel like a smart person, I got very distracted. I did some mining with both Affy and Bean. I saw Lind attempt to break some bedrock on the nether roof. And I then got the flint and steel, set up the portal, only so that Macy can show up and give me 5 mending books for free. And I want to give a shout out to Macy there. That's amazing. I am very honored for the gift. But after all that, we finally entered into the swamp. And now with those distractions out of the way, we can finally get started on the redstone farm. I've already cleared some of it out, and I believe I have all the materials I am going to need to get this working. It just sucks that I needed redstone to make this redstone farm, and I just hope that this works. We'll see if this works. So let's go into a nice, very easy time lapse. Let's go. And with that time lapse, we are now done with our witch farm slash redstone farm slash loaf of toast. Because for some reason, from this angle, this witch farm looks like a loaf of toast. Oh, and it's now gonna thunder. That's gonna be fun. But anyways, this is our witch farm and it is working surprisingly very well. Like, I built a witch farm last season, but if we go down here, I don't think I had like this good of redstone drops. I don't believe so. It's actually insane how much redstone there is. I honestly might have more redstone than I actually need for my project. And as you can see, I already chopped down a few trees around here as well for not just this, but for my project at my base, which I honestly just realized I haven't told you guys this. I've been very, like, secretive about it for no reason. What we're going to be working on is a giant arcade machine for my first base, and the farm is going to auto craft pumpkin pies. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I plan on selling pumpkin pies here on the server, since I do believe we are all still in the early game. of needing food and everything, and pumpkin pies give off four like heal up 4 hunger bars for a player. So I don't know. I don't know why I've been so secretive about it. My bad. But how about we go ahead and jump to getting the materials, because I think you guys have already met ThatOneGuyJames. So yeah, let's just go ahead, jump to materials, and see what happens. Well, hello there. I'm back. Did you miss me already? Because now we gotta talk about all the materials we had to gather, such as collecting quartz and glowstone from the nether, going to the caves and collecting rails, going to the red sand desert and collecting red sand, and then going to Pixel's base, collecting some wool, taking some chickens, and then getting 2 shulker boxes full of cobblestone from Mossy himself. And with that, that's all the materials, and we could continue on with the video. So now that we have everything for our build, and I do mean everything, I have a lot of wood here. I already got the redstone already here in my inventory with some other blocks I am going to need to build all this, and then many more waiting here. And realizing I didn't need the fourth chest one, but now it's just here to hold my stuff. I am realizing that it is gonna be quite tall, and I don't have any wings. So I fully expect myself to actually fall down a few times and die. I'll keep count if I do, but I'm hoping I don't. So how about enough talking, and let's get right into the time lapse. Let's go. And with that time lapse, we are now done with our first ever build at my base and on the server. And this looks absolutely fantastic. Before I go any further, I do want to shout out the design of this, because the design is made by a wonderful Minecraft tutorial builder named TSMC. He's the one that made this outline and design for the arcade machine. All I did was change a few blocks and added some details to kind of make this look a bit like, I don't know who knows this, but there's a video game called Tappers out there, and I tried my best to make it look a little bit like that. You know, with the little wood and then going up to a darker shade. Usually on the video game, there is the main character on the side, but I decided to replace it with a pumpkin pie, since this is where the pumpkin pie farm is. And then right there on the game's little heading, it says pumpkin, Pumpkin, pumpkin. Because I couldn't fit the I in there because of the room I had, but I'm pretty sure it shows. I mean, I guess the M could be confused with an H. But I could be pa-kin instead of pumpkin, so it still kind of works. But yeah, this is a amazing design, and I am so glad it is here on the server. But now how about we go ahead and check out the redstone inside the machine, what makes this game tick. And as you can see, it is it looks very complicated, but I promise you, this is not complicated at all. This is all a simple early game kind of thing. So early game, if you build a redstone farm pretty much off the bat, and do an iron farm, it's still early game. But to prove to you guys that this is simple, let's go ahead and take a look at our redstone, starting with this. This is our auto crafter. This design is from Rayworks, but I will try to explain this the best I can. So as you can see, we have hoppers attached into the auto crafter. Why? Because we need the auto crafter to craft those pumpkin pies, and we also need to keep all 3 items separated so that way it can auto craft. One thing to note, make sure that these are always filled up at the full stack. just because you don't want anything to break or be misnumbered in case something goes on with the farm, which I will explain later. But anyways, so yeah, we have all these set up, and each of them have a hopper attached inside and a comparator looking into each hopper. The reason for this is, as you can see, these two comparators are detecting these two hoppers, letting me know that there are eggs and pumpkin pies already in here. This is turned off because there is no sugar inside this one hopper. So that means the comparator keeps this redstone torch on, which keeps the redstone line going. That way, this repeater clock does not keep going and activating the the autocrafter. Yeah, autocrafter, and it won't break. So the only way this would break is if I put a random item in here. Because since these are a full stack, so, I already have pumpkins in here, I have eggs in here. If I were to put the single diamond in here, as you can see, this is now turned on and is now auto-crafting. While everything else is being filled, we are losing the sugar that goes in here. And if you don't catch this quick, that means we can lose all of our sugar, and either the eggs or the pumpkins will overpower, and this will start to fill up immediately. And luckily, the sugar is now replenishing itself and auto-crafting us the pumpkins that we need. There we go, see? Now, let's move up this little staircase, because over here is our little sugarcane farm right here. So this sugarcane farm, you guys have seen it. It's very simple. But one thing I just feel like pointing out is all these stones used to be these observers. The only reason I took them out and there's only one on each side is because it got pointed out to me rather quickly that if I had all these observing, I would not get enough sugarcane. As in, let's say like this is at 2. If all of these are like at 2 or even 1, and one of these turn to a 3, then all of these would break. That is eliminating an extra piece of sugar that I could be getting. So I had to tear these down and make it only for ones on each side, the sides that grow the least from what I've been seeing. That way I expand the amount of sugar I get from this. And, then when it pops, we have a minecart right here that goes around, collects it all, which goes into these hoppers and is activated into this crafter, which, it works the same. These observers are always going off, so that means it is all, when anything goes into here, well, if the sugar cane goes in here, it will auto-craft to the sugar and send its way down to be crafted. Same thing goes all the way up here with our pumpkin farm. We have an item... we have a minecart picking up all the pumpkins, and we have a bunch of observers and pistons collecting pumpkins whenever they go off. Nice little fact with it is, like, when pumpkins grow, the stem turns, and because the stem is technically a block for the observer to look at, once it turns, it will activate this bit of redstone and cause the pistons to go off, which then breaks the pumpkin and, sends it all the way down over here. Now, this is where I explain a little bit more redstone knowledge. So, as you can see, I have a lot of pots and a lot of composters. The reason for this is because of something called hopper lag. As we can see in here, hoppers have 5 slots. When they are opened up, you can they'll be trying to detect 5 slots at all times, which could cause lag to the server. So it's best to either put a bunch of pots or composters, because as I don't know if you guys ever done this in Minecraft, but if you compost, let's see, what is something that I can do? I can fix this. So as you can see right here, this composter is almost filled. Once this is filled up to the point of bone meal, there we go. The hopper will select it and put it through. The reason for that is because a composter has a slot of 1. So that means the hoppers, instead of searching for 5 slots all the time, is only paying attention to the 1 slot above there. And same goes with the pots. If you guys don't know this, pots usually can only take 1 item at a time. If I were to do this and then even try to put a pumpkin pie, well, right now it's not filled up, but it would not accept the pumpkin pie. So that's a very cool trick. And it's also a very cool thing just to use pots for the hopper system, since they do have a one slot. So you're not it's a lot of trying to get clay and putting them into a furnace, but it's a lot less wood and iron you will have to use, and a lot less hopper lag, since a hopper, if I'm correct, if I put a hopper above this hopper, it would still try to it would be searching at all 5 of these slots. So again, if I believe I am correct on this, it does prevent lag, but if I'm not correct, then if anything, this just looks way better than just having a array of hoppers. So yeah, I hope that I was able to explain the redstone pretty well. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, right now I am just hoping that this farm is powerful and big enough so that way I can get at least 2 of these double chests filled, if not all. And again, the only reason it is not completely filled up, because I feel like it should, is because sugarcane, well, 1, sugarcane takes forever to grow, and 2, I honestly don't think that this should be, I honestly feel like you should get more from sugarcane, because if you look at it, it's like, I don't even know, it's like a couple of, I'm doing this, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, it's like 8 sugarcane for 1 block. So the fact that I'm punching like 8 of these, but I can only get 1 from 1 sugarcane is kind of, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but this, because you have to grind them, but at the same time, I wish you were able to get more sugar from it, or that these grow faster. I'm assuming they don't grow as fast, from, like, because of light level. I think they grow faster in the daylight, which that doesn't exist here. There's no day, other than that, there is actually no daylight hitting the sugarcane farm at all. So I can only hope that I can AFK overnight and get at least enough to sell at the shops. But the shops will have to wait for the next episode, because I think we are good to go for this episode. I had a lot of fun making this farm. I got very much distracted while trying to do this and the redstone farm, but I am happy with how this thing turned out. Obviously, I still have to make make a screen that goes next, like that goes right here for the pumpkin farm, so it's not just an open area. I'll save that for the next episode as well. But look at this. This honestly looks absolutely amazing, and I also can't wait to start putting a bit more arcade machines around. There are a few farms that I want to make, and then there's just a few farms I want to make that will fit perfectly in an arcade machine like this. Will they be sufficient? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So yeah, thank you all for watching this episode of StoneVania. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful life. Love one another, take care of each other, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!
Run.
Oh!
Did it work?
Did it?
Please! Please!
Wait, you want me to do this? Hold on. It didn't work.
Dang it, and I misplaced this obsidian. I meant to put a portal.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm gonna pull the lever. It's
yeah,
happening.
pull the lever. Pull the lever.
Wow. Ah.
Okay. And it didn't.
It didn't work.
I was placing it. I think I was maybe too far out.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
We got a whole party.
How long would...
Rob's going for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you.
I don't have any more sand for TNT. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready to
Wish
die.
you guys had essential.
Okay.
Did you say you
Three.
spawned at my base?
Oh,
Just do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
this is a lot of faith.
Oh my god. This is bad.
That didn't work.
Dibs on
It has to be
levels.
the lag. Like, there's no way, there's no reason for this not to be working. It has to be the lag.